In a city like this, nothing stops when night falls. But some things begin. Things that come with the growing shadows and exist among us beneath the faint glow of moonlight and streetlights. Things that, during the daylight hours, wait quietly for the silent cloak of night. Blackwater Media presents Atlanta After Dark. Here's a question. How many of you have ever thought that vampires may walk the streets of our city when night falls? Not a very comforting thought, I know. But there is at least some reason to suspect that the undead do exist among us. There's been a somewhat infamous story surrounding the masquerade in Atlanta for years now. As the rumor goes, the masquerade was wildly haunted for decades, ever since the fire and tuberculosis outbreaks which plagued the old Dupree Excelsior Mill, where up until recently the masquerade called home. These outbreaks took the lives of countless workers inside the mill, whose spirits have been said to still remain. Another one of the most noteworthy stories to come out of the masquerade involves vampires, who seemingly live in the building, feasting on the blood and the souls of the youthful. Similar to the Phantom of the Opera, a vampire who sleeps in the shadows of the masquerade is an unusually tall, incredibly large man who is responsible for things like musical amplifiers being turned upside down, blood-curdling screams coming from all areas of the club, or unidentified footsteps within the rafters. The masquerade has been a historically prevalent place in Atlanta, yet reports of freak accidents occurring on the property throughout the years have given it an air of disaster and impending doom. Despite being a rock venue for faithful fans, many staff members reported random cold spots in the club, as well as the feeling that someone was always watching them. Now that the masquerade has found a home within another venue in town, the building sits abandoned on the street corner. While some people still believe that vampires live within the crumbling remains of the building, nobody knows for sure. Maybe it's hearsay. Maybe it's just a tall tale of vampire lore. But would you be brave enough to be the one to find out? After all, what if it's true? What if there really are vampires in Atlanta after dark? Thank you for listening. Atlanta After Dark is a production of Blackwater Media. To hear more paranormal, supernatural, and cryptid horror content, visit blackwatermedia.net or the Blackwater Media YouTube channel. I'm Dr. William Lester, coming at you right out of the shadows.